Hi friends, thanks so much for being here. In this video, we'll be unboxing the Mist and Magic Divination box. It has literally just arrived and I am super excited. So this was honestly not planned. I was just all set up and ready to film my Comic-Con haul because I recently went to the Dutch Comic-Con and I bought loads of magical things. But then all of a sudden the doorbell rang and I found this, the Divination magical box from Mist and Magic. And of course I had to open this first. In case you have never heard of Mist and Magic before, it is a team of two sisters that just want to make daily life more magical. They are a vegan, cruelty-free, environmentally friendly company and they make the most beautiful art prints, stationery, potions, pins, you name it. And each box has a theme. The last box we got from them was the theme magical jobs. I will leave that video up in the info card. And this box has the theme divination. Let's take our first look. The box itself isn't really anything special. There's just this label at the front, but let's look a little bit closer. We can see stars, runes, and then in the middle, all kinds of constellations. And this is an exact match to one of the prints that we got in, I believe, their first box. It's a beautiful print with a lot of gold foiling. Let's open it up so we can take our first look. I did it. I thought this would be the case. There's just a lot of paper on top, so we can't really see anything. Let me just remove a bit of the paper. We've got some smaller boxes and I believe there's a big print over here. So before I grab the first item, I want to say thank you to my patrons. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for your support. And if you feel like it is something for you, definitely come join us. Just head over to patreon.com, type in my name, Leanda Brooks, or click on the link in my description. The amount that you want to pledge is totally up to you, but of course there are different membership levels that come with certain benefits. Okay, let's go for the first item in this divination box. I am gonna go with this beautiful purple box first. Let's see. It says the Occult Emporium, Prophetic Dreams Potion, 21 Castle Wind, Edinburgh, Scotland. Wow. Oh damn, I heard something. I hope it's not broken. The box looks absolutely amazing. We've got a kelpie on one side, moon and stars, and then on the other side there's a dragon. And there's also some text on the box. Channel the power of the hidden world and travel to other lands through your dreams. This blend of powerful dream-inducing ingredients has been proven to enhance precognitive abilities and transport minds to a state of consciousness capable of predicting the future. Wow, I'm impressed by the presentation of this potion. Let's see how it looks. It's a pretty big bottle. Oh wow. Ah, this was the thing that I was hearing. It's a little charm. First of all, I love how this bottle looks. There's this long thin part and then the big round part at the bottom. There's a charm that has a moon and a sun, and around them are runes, some purple string, a beautiful old looking label. I can tell that this one is printed, but it's meant to look like somebody has just written it on there. And then of course the contents of this bottle. We can see some purple and some bronze. Let's shake it up. We've got a beautiful gold shimmer. That's really pretty. This is gonna look amazing on my potion shelf. And it's definitely a potion that belongs in the Wizarding World. There is one small thing though. The label is a little bit crooked. It's kind of inevitable because even if you're a potioneer and you have all these potions, you will have some crooked labels. But then at least I can choose which one I want. Little thing, it's nitpicking, I know. But overall, it's an amazing potion and I love it, and especially that it comes in this beautiful, beautiful box. Let's move on to item number 2, and there is something soft inside. It's super soft. It's like velvety, okay? There's a little red pouch in here. Let's first take a look at this. This is a piece of cloth, and I am not sure if this is meant as a cleaning cloth, like to clean your laptop and stuff like that, your screens, or if this is something that we can use for divination. So maybe there's something in this little pouch that we can use on this, because it says yes, maybe, rephrase, and no. So those are the options, and then there's a hand with a crystal in the middle. So maybe this will give you the answers that you need. Let's open this little bag. Aha! So this is a gold necklace with a crystal on there. I want to say it's a tiger stone or tiger, something like that. I'm not an expert on crystals, as you can tell. It looks absolutely beautiful, and it's definitely something I would wear. I love crystals on necklaces, and it looks the same as on this piece of cloth. I'm excited to learn more about this once we read the spoiler cards. I mean, this item has been staring at me for a while now, so I am just gonna grab it. It's a really big box that says Omens and Prophecies, the Occult Emporium Prophecy Orb. On the side it says Unveil the Future. And at the back there's a little bit of explanation. Omens Orb. You can choose from a wide range of prophecy orbs depending on the question you have in mind. More accurate than crystal balls, the potion contained in each orb has been carefully crafted to resonate with the energy of the answers you seek. This orb is the most powerful of them all, especially designed for omens. It will allow you to see major events that fate has planned for you. Beware. To use this orb, you must clear your mind of expectations and gaze into the depth of its swirls until shapes emerge and your future is revealed. I love that they go out of their way to make this entire box and their items feel magical. Let's open it. It's wrapped in white paper. You guys are not ready for how magical this looks. We've got this golden bottom, and you can just put the prophecy orb on top of it, and I'm pretty sure we can shake it and then look into its swirls to see our future. Look at that. I mean, I can see myself, but other than that, and while I was holding it, I noticed that it's soft, so I'm guessing it's plastic. Not entirely sure, but still, it's better than glass, because this way at least it won't break. How amazing does that look? And could this be like a little wink to the prophecy orb in Harry Potter? It's definitely their own take on it. What I love about Mist and Magic is their attention to detail. So I just put the prophecy orb back in this beautiful box, and then I noticed that on the inside we have 2 little moons. That's so pretty. Let's go for, I think, the big prints. I think we've gotten at least 1 print in every Mist and Magic box so far, and I adore them. So I'm really, really excited to see how this one looks. They usually go for foiling. We all love us some foiling. Holmes and Hastings, purveyors of rare magic. And there's a little book on here as well. So could it be a print about rare books? Rare magical books? Ooh. It's a little bit smaller than I expected it to be. It's wrapped in this beautiful purple red tissue paper. Oh, they did do that. So wait, what was the... I'm looking around because I have prints like all over this room. So there's one up there, and that has like the specifications of a wand, and then they did another little print, or maybe it was that one, the potioneer guy. Anyways, back to these. There are 2, so let's take a closer look at this one first. And I believe these are meant to look like rare books or rare pages from books. It's double-sided. This spell will grant you the ability to predict the future for a time. Beware of what lies behind the curtains of fate. Draw the sigil using holy thistle ashes for protection and light 5 white candles on each circle. When the blue moon is high in the sky and shining on the pattern drawn, place some incense of wormwood in the center and let the powerful energies channel into you to bring you the gift of foresight. And then there's something in like magical, I want to say elven language because it looks like that, but it's not. Oh my gosh, you guys. I cannot tell you how authentic this feels. It does really feel like one of those old scrolls that you would find in a magical library, and it looks amazing. We've got some foiling. Wow, look at that. So this one is not double-sided. This is just the one side. Ooh. Beware the house of old blood, creatures of the night, the city will flood. On one fateful night a spark will set ablaze, the fire in their heart and rage in their gaze. That which is forbidden shall be awakened, old magic will search and virtues forsaken. The path to darkness shall be taken alone, deep in the shadows of the corrupted blackened throne. Did I just cast a dark magic spell? I'm probably going to frame this one and I'm just going to display this one because it looks like an actual scroll. There's definitely a lot more in this box than I initially thought. Let's go for this little box. So this one reads Amplifier Crystals. It says right here what it is: a powerful crystal charge for divination practice. We've got a rune on the top and the other side reads high levels of magic must be handled with care. And at the back of the little box it says, these magically charged crystal shards can be used in a variety of spells to enhance your visions, clarify your mind, and awaken your third eye. Broaden your mind. We can slide this little box open. So even the inside of this box is fully printed. So the text that I just read that was on the outside is also on the inside. And there's this tiny bottle in here with some purple velvet. And it says third eye. And the label is not crooked. I actually have like a Hogwarts classes shelf and Trelawney is over there with some of my divination items. So this will probably go over there. There's an envelope in this box. These are the collectible cards. So we'll get to those in a minute. But then there's also a little book that has this beautiful purple color. I love the color purple. The pocket guide to reading tea leaves. Oh, and it does have actual text by Agnes Kettlewell. Wow, so there's a little introduction. The symbols and shapes formed by the tea leaves are without a doubt the most significant elements in tasseomancy. But one should also pay attention to their size as well as their proximity to other patterns. Both of these details can provide much needed indications to better interpret the reading. Here are the contents, and then each page holds some explanation about the different shapes. As far as I can tell, these are quite specific shapes, so I'm not entirely sure how practical, like how you can use this book, because the shapes are literally stuff like owls and unicorns. I mean, when I drink tea with tea leaves, it's mostly blobs and stripes, but it is a really fun and beautiful looking item that will definitely transport you to the wizarding world. then for the collectible cards, so we have gotten quite a few cards so far, and every card that I got I put up somewhere in my bookcase. So there are 3 cards in this little packet. The first one seems to be the universe with the sun and the moon in the middle, and at the back I think it tells us what constellation we can see at what time. So for example, the basilisk is there from the 15th of November to the 27th of December. The second card is Book of Omens, 1 for sorrow, 2 for mirth, 3 for a funeral, 4 for birth, 5 for heaven, 6 for hell, 7 for the devil, his own self. And then the final card has some silver foiling, and this is probably a moon or something. At the back it says Black Moon. Appearing once every 29 months or so, a dark moon refers to a second new moon in any calendar month. They are considered very important times of new beginnings where arcanists set their intentions for the month and start anew with fresh goals in mind. The black moon only amplifies this cleansing energy, dragging your deepest strength and desire to the forefront uninhibited. So we've got 3 more cards for our collection. Next up, we got another amazing looking box. It says Arcane Oracle, and we've got 2 snakes intertwined, and inside this looks really interesting. That's a very different shape. Are these kind of like tarot cards? So these are cards. I can see the raven, the sword, the phoenix, the arcanist, the serpents, death, the balance. Wow, there's a lot of beautiful cards. It comes with a little leaflet, Arcane Oracle, and it gives you a little bit of explanation about each card. I just don't know how to use the cards, but maybe there's something in this box that will tell us how to. So for example, the serpents that are also on the box: illusion, insecurity, and misconception and deception. Everything is not as it seems. Trust your instincts to see past the illusions. Interesting. I'm just blown away by the amount of detail and the way they take care of their items. I mean, giving us cards with a little black ribbon around them. You could just feel the love through these items. This next item is becoming one of my favorites because we've already gotten one before. It's called the Arcanist. And I believe the last one was from the Magical Jobs box. And it's a complete like magical magazine in which you can read articles, do tests, stuff like that. I mean, look at that. It's so beautiful. These sisters are so talented. I'm not gonna read this all to you guys, but I will give you a close-up of all the information within this magical magazine. There's another quiz. Which divination method is best for you? Oh, I'm excited about that. A guide to palmistry. And this is like 8 pages of palmistry, so that's fun. The horoscope of 2022. So I am a raven, and again we can see that beautiful print that they've already included in one of their previous boxes. So let's read my horoscope. This year will be action oriented and will find you chasing your dreams one after the other. You will be able to implement the learnings from the past, and this experience will help you gain success across numerous aspects of life. However, to achieve the best this year has to offer, make sure to plan your steps well in advance. You don't have to tell me. I'm like the most neurotic planner. I plan almost everything in my life way ahead of time. So there's something about Norse runes, then best teas for divination, and the last page has some explanation about pendulum dowsing. I think that is the explanation we need to make sense of this. This is really, really beautiful, and I am excited to read this. Next up, there's this tiny box that has some red foiling on there and it says the moon. Oh, it's a little pin. That is, oh, that looks amazing. That is a gorgeous pin. The pin has the same shape as these cards that we got. Look at that. So there's a moon card and the pin is kind of the same but with different colors. And what I really love about this pin, apart from that it's really beautiful, is that the moon has some glitter inside of it. I was hoping they were gonna include a pin and they did, so I'm happy. It's a good variety of items so far. We're not done yet. There's another item in tissue paper and let's see, it's a celestial map. Again, it's the same print with all the constellations. It says celestial map, northern hemisphere, showing the principal stars visible for every hour in the year. And you can actually turn this. At the back, there are instructions. The figures on the inner disc represent clock time. On the movable cardboard disc are marked the days and months of the year. To find that part of the heavens visible at any stated time, revolve the movable disc till the day of the month corresponds with the time of day or night. Hold the planisphere above you face downwards. The pole star situated on the salamander's tail will then be seen at its proper altitude with the eastern and western horizons respectively to the right and left. And then there's mist&magic.com at the bottom. I love that they made this kind of interactive item. The only thing I'm a little bit disappointed about is the fact that they have reused this print numerous times. I would have loved for them to design new constellations because I'm pretty sure this is an exact replica of the print that they previously used for one of their first boxes. But still, it's like really, really beautiful. And I mean, that foiling. I believe that was everything in the box, so that leaves us with this spoiler cards. There were a total of 12 items in this box. Let's see if I missed anything. So of course the potions are for display purposes only. The dowsing pendulum is made out of tiger's eye crystal. I'm pretty impressed that I got that right. And the arcane oracle deck apparently contains 14 different cards. And at the bottom, their socials. Overall thoughts on this box, let me see. Okay, so first of all, if you like divination, this is an amazing box. The attention to detail, all their packaging, the items themselves, it's just all really high quality. You can really feel the love and the care that they have for their shop. I don't really have one favorite item because I just kind of loved everything, but I have to be honest, nothing really blew my mind. Maybe that's partly due to the repetitiveness of certain items, or maybe it's a little bit too far from the Wizarding World. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it didn't blow me away like the previous boxes. However, I did love it. I did get excited about all the items, and there's nothing I don't like or don't love in this box. I think for me, one of the reasons is that the items are not practical at all. So all the items are just for display purposes only. And even though I love that, divination is kind of a practical class, so it would have been fun if some of the items were actually usable. For example, these cards, they do have an explanation about what the cards mean, but not how to use them. The celestial map, really cool, but not really usable. So maybe that's why for me it wasn't like mind-blowing, but I still really loved it. It made me feel magical, and I cannot wait to read The Arcanists. I am really curious what you guys thought of this box, so leave me a comment, tell me your thoughts, and leave a little crystal ball if you made it to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and let's stay in touch.